We're back.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Another month.
Another month.
It's the end of August. That's crazy.
It is.
You're going by fast.
I would say it's about to be over with, I feel like.
September, October, it's 4 months until December.
Not you having to like send a minute on
I know.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, so summertime. It's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot
Who
outside.
had the best album for the summer? Well, summer's like technically like 3 months.
Pretty well, yeah. I count June, July, August, and who knows how September is going to be.
Well, just June, July, August. Who dropped the album? That was good. The best for the summertime. Summertime is hot. Everybody's supposed to be outside having fun. Who had the best album for that?
I feel it was Chris Brown.
I ain't heard his album yet.
Oh, you know?
I honestly haven't heard of it.
He honestly he has a lot of I mean, in terms of this, and we're just gonna go based off of like, because we know Drake's album came out.
Okay.
He fucked up.
I would no.
He should have released a summer album.
He
should have. But I'm bumping that shit right now.
But remember, I think we talked about in the previous one. That's what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
But it didn't hit what he thought, and he only had two songs on there. But I think Chris Brown, because he has so many, like he has Iffy on there, and that's a song that's been bumping on the radio. So I guess in terms of what you saying album in the summer, even if it's not people talking about like that, I mean he's on tour, right now.
Yeah.
So I think it's Chris Brown.
Chris Brown. Who would you say?
I don't really have like the top album for the summer, but I did like the Games album.
Okay.
I haven't listened to that yet.
I think people need to give that a decent check, because I didn't even realize, I'm like, damn, like, artists like The Game, 50 Cent, like those artists who were kind of like big in the the early 2000s, would you say?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a lot of those artists can't still drop an album and it still be fire like that. Like if 50 Cent dropped the album right now with like 15 tracks, like
it would be like
I'm not gonna be like I might give it a listen, but The Game album it's actually pretty good. Like it's a good album. Okay. It's cool.
I feel like, and oh my gosh, I'm probably gonna regret saying this, but I feel like everybody kind of dropped the ball. For this summer, like nobody put like a summer album. Like I feel like last summer,
there's no real summer album.
Yeah, I feel like last summer it was an album for last summer that everybody was bumping. I feel like the summer before that it was the same thing, just bumping. But I feel like this summer everybody's over the pandemic now, so nobody's sitting at home, just making music. Everybody's trying to get their money back up to keep, that COVID lifestyle. So. Yeah, I feel like nobody really had one, but I would give it to Bino. I would give it to Bino, because I did like his album. I did.
I haven't heard it yet.
So we just ain't heard nothing.
I know. I've been keeping on the rock this summer. Like, I haven't really because there hasn't been no albums that came out this summer that's just like people are just itching for there was no album that dropped that was like that. So
wait, didn't Kendrick's drop in June?
They did.
See, well, we can't even say that was summer.
Well, no,
y'all don't remember, because summer always had that one album where every song is good, every song. Nobody really did that, and I didn't really listen to R&B this summer. I really didn't, but yeah, I feel like everybody dropped the ball. But I'll give it to
No, Drake dropped the ball because he has a responsibility.
He did, and he tried
one
to
of the
change
top
it up.
rappers of our generation to supply us with good music every summer. So he did people a disservice. You gotta be ashamed of yourself.
You gotta be ashamed of yourself.
Do you think he's gonna drop something in winter?
I think he'll drop something. He's
like November, December.
Drake is doing now what Wayne did in the early 2000s,
where he was
just dropping mixtape after mixtape, album after album, feature after feature, just here, there.
Yeah.
I think the difference, I could say that Drake is probably someone who, if you see such and such song featuring Drake, you get a little excited.
Right.
Yeah, you do. You're like, okay, you about to.
You're like, okay.
If Drake is on it gotta be.
Yeah, you like. But anyway.
Okay.
You said Bino, C-Breezy, and The Game. Those are the albums.
Those are
actually, that's a good mix. It's not like we really. Yeah.
So before we start talking about drama and stuff like that happened throughout the month, I want to give you guys a fun. Let me start. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna give you guys a fun fact.
These are fun facts. Here we go.
Did you know? You ready? You ready, Kyle?
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys know that the tip of the penis is actually to scoop out the semen from the vagina?
I don't think nobody gonna know that.
Why did let's back it up. Why did y'all take like 10 minutes to respond?
Because I think that, you know, as a man.
So you don't even know your own body?
I mean, I know my own body, but I think most
that.
dudes are gonna be a little uncomfortable with that fun fact. You know.
Ever told you about that? Needs to keep that information to himself.
Where do you get facts like that from? Like, did you Google that shit? Or someone
I
like
didn't
you
Google
overhear
it,
it?
but somebody told me. And then when they told me, they said, talk about it on the podcast.
Wherever they are.
And because I was gonna be left with the two of you, that person was like, yeah, make sure you say that shit.
Was the woman that told you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You guys don't know your bodies.
It's interesting. I know my body.
No, you don't, because you ain't know that.
But why do I need to know that? How does that benefit me?
Why do I
It's
need
your
to,
body.
But why do I need to know that its purpose
You
is
should
to
know
scoop?
your functions of your body.
I know what my functions are.
You didn't know that?
Why do I need to know that?
You're a man.
Did you know, fun fact, did you know that the vagina has 3 holes? Shit crazy.
Oh, look at her. She was
No.
One for the pee, one for the period, and one for the penis.
I knew that. I knew that. I knew it wasn't.
Period, get it? Period, penis, pee. 3 pee holes.
Okay, you know what? What happened this month? What happened this month?
You know, you almost called a weenus. That's the truth.
Y'all wild today, man.
Okay, you know what?
We didn't even talk about shit. This is just, we just bullshitting.
Okay, so what happened?
What happened this month? You know what actually happened this month that kind of actually really, and I'm so sorry, it got on my fucking nerves.
Mm-hmm.
Blueface and Krishan. Like I don't even want to talk about them, but basically August was Blueface and Krishan.
They're the hottest story right now.
They really
like
are.
they're like one of the top hottest stories, but like top 2 or 3 biggest stories right now as far as hip hop.
With any drama,
You're right.
anything, it goes to them.
Yeah, I almost get to the point where I'm like, they in the news almost every other day, to the point where I'm like, are they doing this shit on purpose? Is someone got an album dropping? But I'm like, you don't put hands on people like that just for publicity. Like, people really in their hands put on them.
But honestly, if you are we gonna talk about it?
No, let's.
Okay, because I was about
Doja Cat.
Doja.
Oh.
She shaves her eyebrows.
No, it was her head, then the eyebrows.
Oh yeah, the head went first, and then she did her eyebrows. How y'all feeling about women? I mean, honestly though, like women being natural and stuff like that, I don't see the problem with that. But because she's like a celebrity and it's in the public and it looks like you're laughing, but like maybe you're actually really going through something. Like
no, but why do people always assume that when a woman dramatically cuts her hair off, it has to be like some deep thing, like, oh, she's cutting her hair off because she's depressed, or sometimes you might just be like, fuck it, and just, because right now, if I decide to go in my bathroom and be like, you know what, take all my dreads off, and people aren't going to be like, Devon, did you lose your mind? I'm sorry, trick or treat, people don't be asking long too.
I'll leave it out for you.
But no, if people are like, Trey, like, you cut all your dreads off, like,
but some people would.
People wouldn't assume that something's wrong with me. They would say, "Oh, he just wants to switch his hairstyle up."
The only reason why I could say I disagree in terms of that, I think it depends on who knows you. If it's people, if it's your friends, your family,
close friends, they don't understand. Yeah.
Then they gonna understand. But if it's something like, let's say I work at Walmart, you work at Walmart. I've seen you for the last year with your dreads.
Mm-hmm.
Then all of a sudden, the first day of January, off. You cut your hair? I just wanted to. Are you sure everything's good? Because people that took you a long time to cut. So for me, I think for especially women, as you know, when you were younger, I know you had low cut like my hair. Mm-hmm. Guys, for us, when we got a haircut, we had to go every 2-3 weeks to cut it down if we didn't feel like picking it out. Girls, they just they've been growing their hair out since they were babies.
And she also went live. I didn't mean to cut you off, but she also went live and she was talking to, like, before, like, remember some, like, stuff had came out about her, like, saying, like, racist stuff on the internet and stuff like that. And during that time, she was talking about her hair, like, oh, I have 4C hair and how horrible 4C hair is. So it's like she hates
that.
It was like
nappiness, as she calls it, or has
so people were at a point where it was like, you know, do you even like being black? So somebody who's already like been kind of showing insecurities, or whether it was just a chat or not, or whatever the situation was, for you to do something like that, I'm going to assume that it's something going on with you.
Because, you know, women, it doesn't. There's some women can grow their hair back fast, but I think when women completely cut their hair, like let's just say Tiffany Haddish. Remember, Tiffany Haddish had her hair and then she just went low, just cut everything. Or even Sanaa Lathan completely went low. So when that happens, it's like, as a woman, that's almost. I mean, we haven't seen no black women, any other type of woman. Their hair is like that. That's
we care about.
That's sacred to them.
It's
not
sacred because of
women.
But it's sacred to like women. Well, not just black women, but like women in general, because that's your. Like your sign of beauty, like that's the American sign of beauty, like your hair,
that's your
right? Like you see all the Baywatch videos back in the day where the blonde girls running and her hair is flowing, because hair is part of beauty. You know what I mean? So you know, I mean, I don't know, like I just.
But but even because like you said, we all think like that. Even women that are just like, it's just hair, like it's just hair. I don't care. I can grow it back. Even when they have those mentalities, it's still like. You're still telling yourself something to make you do that. That's not just I'm just gonna do it. Like, no, it's still some sort of, whether it's I'm feeling positive about it or I'm feeling negative about it, it's still an emotion that goes with it, because we do care about stuff like that. But now we're telling ourselves it doesn't matter, but it still does. Like it's
some
weird
people do
to
it on
explain.
purpose. Like some people rock the low cut and look nice, like Halle Berry.
Or like, you know, my homegirl, she just, you know, she keep her hair cut low and she looks bomb. Like she got a gang of TikToks and stuff like that of her, like based on her hair and her waves and stuff like that.
It depends on how you like rock it too, like because there are like a lot of women who are very attractive with low cuts here, and then some women, like I feel like Doja Cat, she could have pulled it off if she rocked it a certain type of way, but the fact that she just completely just went ski bald, I think that's like
not even buzz, like not even if she had some hair on the top, like you said, if she wanted to do that, like I'm gonna go from my long hair to maybe you could do some waves, keep it short,
keep it short, but like
shiny head bald, and then transition her eyebrows.
Yeah, it's like you almost.
To me, when she did, honestly, when she shaved her head, it was like, okay, like I get it. Like I said, whether it's negative or positive, we all have an emotion towards our hair. So I was fully accepting of. I was accepting seeing her like that. It was like she looks good. She looks good to me. She got a nice bald head. But when she did the eyebrows, it was like, okay.
And I'm upset because she's actually my celebrity crush. Like I've had a crush on Doja Cat for a long time. I was kind of off of her after that whole racist stuff. But then like recently, since she's been making so much music lately, I'm just like, I kind of hop back on her. And then when she did that, I'm like, oh, because she's always been eccentric and different. That's why I've liked her, you know, because she's attractive, but she's also like different. She's in her own lane, you know. But I'm like, oh, like you just trying really hard to be different. Like, and that's the thing about that I hate about this generation, is that we've turned, like, now that everybody wants to be different isn't even different no more. Right. Because everybody just want to go and do the most extreme
now it just seems like now you're clout chasing.
Well, that's what it felt like to me. Like, because she went on live and was like, people think I'm crazy, but I'm not. And it's like, it's not really about if you're crazy or not. I just feel like you're doing it for like some sort of
some people can
attention type of some people, you know, people can say something. But some artists, I feel like, and just people in general on the internet, they try so hard to be different that different ends up just being like everyone else.
Yeah. And I'm telling you,
know what I mean?
Everybody's
it literally goes back to what I say. When certain people have money, their mindset completely flips and changes. Because there's no way Doja, even if she felt that way about her hair, you know, how long ago that was. So she wasn't over there before then. She wasn't in high school saying, I'm gonna shave my head bald. She might have thought, she might have maybe pictured it, envisioned it. You know what? If I had the money, maybe I would, but I ain't gonna do it now because I got a reputation, whatever, at school. So for her to then leave and then go to, it's like literally when they're bored, I got millions of dollars. Even if people don't like me, what are they gonna do? I'm still gonna make my music. I'm gonna still make my money.
She gonna make her videos and wear her wigs, just like isn't Sweetie Bald too?
Yeah.
She just be wearing wigs and shit when she.
Well, no, she kind of stopped wearing them, but I think when she performs, yeah.
She wears like wigs.
Who's also bald? It's a couple of people out here that's actually really bald.
Yeah, because I was thinking that too. Like, you cut your hair. Like, what about your performance?
Oh, Black
videos?
China. Black China.
Yeah.
She's bald.
Yeah, so you can still perform and do music videos and just wear wigs and they'll probably just draw her shit on. But
so whatever she can't assume that. I think that's what celebrities and these artists and these people who want to get this clout need to understand. If you want the clout and want the attention, you got to understand there's not just going to be a couple people who are going to be like, yeah, I support you. There's going to be 55 people behind that one person who says they support you. What's your problem? Are you crazy? Have you been doing drugs? Like, there's going to be that type of pressure that's going to come. That's going to come from that.
But it's all about being talked about. Like, I think a lot of people, especially during COVID, like everybody wanted to be talked about. Like, that's why everybody was buying the most expensive shit. Why? That don't even that you gonna spend $200 on some shit just to post it on Instagram. So it's like everybody is whether it's just being talked about. Everybody just want to do it just to be talked about, whether you look stupid or not. That's why there's so many videos on the internet of people doing dumb shit, people stealing, people in homeless people's face, people doing crack this head on me in the middle of the fucking mall. Like everybody's doing that because it's just about being talked about. Because like you said, them screaming videos, we're all gonna think that that's stupid. It's gonna be one person that actually really think that shit is funny, but they're gonna continue to do that because. So then I'm gonna just call y'all haters.
Yeah, and it's all my haters are fueling me.
Yeah. Okay, we talked enough about Doja Cat.
Okay, dude.
What about Wiz Khalifa? What did Wiz Khalifa say?
Nigga, if you wanna fight, nigga, we can do it. Y'all niggas suck. Don't hug me, bitch. Y'all niggas suck. Play my new shit, nigga.
He was being rude, and I want to say first of all, Wiz Khalifa, shut your ass up.
Yeah, that was
shut up. That was not called for at all.
Well, he actually explains it, and he has an interview with was it DJ Envy?
Well, I don't know, but yeah.
But he kind of like breaks it down of why he got mad. So when he broke it down, I was like, okay, I get it. I guess like he had like a certain selected few songs that he wanted to be played from this new album he had that had just came out, and he felt like I guess the way the DJ was, the order he was playing the songs and the way he was doing it, he wasn't feeling it. But,
so I thought, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. So I'm thinking, okay, Wiz Khalifa's going into the club, and now you're being rude to the DJ because Wiz Khalifa's in the building.
No, it wasn't like that. He had a reason why he was upset. Like he had like actually like a legit reason why he was upset. I just think that the way he went about it was probably like really rude because the whole DJ community was upset about that.
He could have he could have talked to him, like he could have been playing a song and then been like, hey, he could have pulled him to the side and say, hey man, this was the kind of flow I wanted how the music to be played.
But all artists have a flow, like at any concert, the DJ and the artist
gotta be in sync.
You gotta be in sync. That's why you say, okay, I want to start the set off with this song, and then cut it at this time, and I'm gonna talk for a little bit. Then there's a whole plan that goes behind that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just like with albums. People don't know that about. Well, I think they should, but a lot of people don't know that the way lists of songs is set up, the artist picks that, or their team or production, whatever. Like this, it's song A is the first track for a reason. They chose that. That had to be number one. So a lot of people don't know that. So I get it now because I definitely was like Wiz Khalifa.
But it was fucked up though, because like even if you watch the video, the dude looked really like awkward. He couldn't do nothing but sit there and kind of like
take it,
smile a little bit. Like we all been in that situation where you be uncomfortable with someone said, and you just laugh it off because you don't want to cause a scene. You're like, but later on you're gonna be pissed. Like that looked like that's what happened.
He looked like he wanted to cry. Not even disrespecting the dude, not disrespecting the DJ, but he definitely looked like he wanted to cry. That's why I was like, what's Wiz Khalifa's problem?
Wiz Khalifa
he's not known for being like
that at all.
That threw me off. Like he's always been like the super chill, mellow pop rapper.
Right.
But it's like, nigga, you going off like you one of these like rah niggas, and it's like, bro, that's not your image. That's why it threw me off. But he has been working out lately. I don't know if y'all peep.
Yeah,
this nigga be doing like.
So that's why I was mad. Like, who is this?
This nigga be doing what's that shit called? Mixed martial arts and shit.
Yeah.
He be fucking people up. He probably I'll fight one of y'all. I wish I would.
It's probably been like the last 3 years that just slowly like, oh look, skinny niggas is coming up. I'm like, all right, Wiz, that's it, that's his thing.
No, Wiz is beefy now.
He
stocked up.
So when he did that to the DJ, it's like, you look like a fucking bully, bro.
Like low key. It's like it was kind of bullyish.
And it looked like, even though it looked like Wiz was standing on something, it just looked like he was towering over him. It's like, bro, what did you do?
Because Wiz is tall, isn't Wiz like 6'4"?
Yeah, no, he was lower than him. He was lower than him.
Yeah,
he was actually, my bad, he was standing lower than him, but it still looked like, you bucking up to him, like, for what?
And that's why, some dudes, once they get big, they're like,
yeah,
I'm just be able to do what, because Wiz probably would have been like this. He probably, before he like, hey, bro, but now the Wiz is like, hey, you say something to me. I wish
that's
you
how
would.
He looks.
I will.
That's how it looks.
I'll bop you.
You know who else was running their mouth? Or we talking about running mouths? Irv Gotti.
Oh, that guy.
Irv Gotti.
Talking about my celebrity crush.
Ashanti.
I love Ashanti.
I don't know, cause I actually really did not watch the whole clip.
I didn't watch the whole Dream Team.
I didn't watch the whole clip. I saw little clips of stuff, and so it's coming like each day I'm getting little clips.
Yeah.
I seen when he was talking about how basically like that's his artist. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Then I'm hearing other little stuff here and there, and then I wake up and I'm just like, why are you pillow talking? Why are you pillow talking?
We just finished sleeping together or whatever.
Okay.
I'm taking a shower. I'm in the shower. A nigga be creative after.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Shit, I gotta get comfortable for this story. I ain't never heard this story either. I'm getting comfortable. We got popcorn.
Listen, I'm in the shower.
Don't steal my shit.
I'll give you the quick story.
Cool.
You can see the full story
on the Murder Inc. documentary. That's going to be premiere on BET.
That's premiere on BET. I think of the whole track in the shower. I get out the shower, I call my nigga Chink. I'm on the phone, Chink, yo.
Chink Santana.
We get to the studio. Chink. Chefs it up, the beat, everything. Okay. Now it's time for you to write. Yo, I want this shit to be a feel-good joint, like summertime things. I'm so happy, baby.
You made me happy.
With the energy.
It's been going on for weeks though. Like a few weeks ago was saying how she left him the day who?
Nelly? Was that
Nelly or was it?
I think it was like right there at that Nelly time, but it's like, bro, you were married. He was married.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I was reading the comments and they say.
So he was basically hurt over one of his side pieces leaving him. But it's like when you marry, you can't get mad about that.
It seemed like he was being like oh, you're getting famous, or I'm doing songs with you, like kind of thing. But
he fell in love with the side chick. You ain't supposed to do that.
And then why are you running your mouth about it?
Because he's still hurt about it. That's why. But obviously, it's too obvious. Because only hurt people do that. Like will come out years later, like, oh, you left me. Blah 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 blah. It's like he put so much emphasis on that interview on her. It's like you could tell like he's hurt about it, and I get it. We all had like a love of our life that just lost or left us or whatever. Y'all broke up, they cheated on you, whatever. I get it. It hurts for a long time, and you might bring it up in conversation sometimes. But nigga, like you guys are like celebrities. Like you guys can't just be like saying shit like this. Like in that world, you can't talk like that about like shit like that.
Yeah, I was reading the comments, and a lot of women, and even some men was basically saying like, dang, like, what's up with dude? Like, it was a lot of negativity around that. And like I said, I didn't watch the whole interview, so I don't know if the whole thing was about it. But a lot of the clips that I saw or that people was pointing out, and it was going like week by week by week by week. It's like, or not even week. I think it was like within days. different clips just kept coming out, and I'm just like, at this point, I'm looking at you like you're weird.
Well, it's one because how many years ago was that? It'd be different if it was
like
last.
20?
That's what I'm saying.
Right, well, maybe.
And because of Sean, look, I follow Ashanti. It's not creepy, but it's just that's a celebrity crush I have, and she literally living her best life. She's going on vacations, going places.
Is she married or
no? She's single.
Oh,
that woman's single. Well, I'm gonna say this: she might not be single, but
the way you said single was like I'm about to.
no, I'm just saying she Instagram single because she has not posted a man.
I mean, she got niggas, I'm sure.
But yeah, it's the fact that he's talking about this. Like, leave Ashanti alone. She ain't doing nothing.
She still heard about it. He still heard about it.
Okay, well, you don't need to go. You call your homeboys and tell them you get hurt.
But we all do that though. But don't we all do that though? When haven't you? Maybe when you was drunk with your homegirls. Talk about an ex-lover, like fuck that nigga, whoop de whoop whoop.
Yeah, that's what I said. Talk about it with your homeboy.
Behind closed doors, though.
Behind closed doors, you ain't gotta sit on our interview and tell the whole world that.
Because it makes him seem like he's still. What it makes it feels like he's still heard about it. That's why it's like.
And he's not even talking. It's not. He doesn't even realize it's gonna go back to his wife. I think he's still married, but it's gonna go back to his wife. And then everyone's gonna be like,
but see,
how does that look? Your wife or your girl being like, why are you talking about this?
She probably already know or knew or something like that, or they got problems or issues because there's no, like you said, like you gonna go back to your wife and you should know her enough by now to know that that's not gonna be an argument later on.
Exactly.
And I think a lot of women would say like, damn nigga, what's up with all this?
It's one thing if your man or your girl know behind closed doors what you just said, like what you said. But once you put it out there, we know how fast news travels and Twitter. It's gonna go back, and now she's gonna be like, "Why you gotta talk about it? I understand you was doing this, but you ain't gotta talk about it." Now wherever she goes, hey, your man still love Ashanti? Is he like, what's he hurt?
That's what it feel like. I feel like he still love her or have love for her. But
she ain't taking you back.
I just, you know me. I just think everybody clout chasing, so I automatically was just like, bro, you just saying shit for the internet.
But you can't
Ashanti, I love you. Take me.
He said, take me
back.
But you can't clout. You can't get clout to me off of like ragging on a woman that you dated almost 2 decades ago.
But look at it though, he got it.
You'd be surprised.
He got the clout though.
If it was someone who was not famous, like not as famous, but because it's Ashanti, and we can obviously plug when we say her name, you can plug her into any number of songs and music videos. Yeah. So we know it's like, what's it, Ashanti? What's she doing?
I don't know.
So.
Well, everybody, you should have shut up.
Quando Rondo. Quando Rondo.
We don't want little Quando Rondo. We want a little Tim. That's just funny. Trey's not fucking with it though. He said, no, he's weird. It's not funny to me. I don't hear what y'all hear. But yeah, Quando Rondo. You shouldn't have came to LA.
Yeah, you gotta be smart. It was some rapper that tweeted not too long ago. He was saying like, pretty much to paraphrase, like, you come to LA, like, you gotta be careful. Yeah. Like, people think coming to LA is like La La Land and palm trees and going shopping at the Gucci store, whatever you be thinking. I don't know, but LA, just like anywhere in the world, has its dark areas and
it's politics out here.
It's a lot of gangster politics in LA.
We got a whole nother. LA's like we got like another state within the state. Like we're our own state.
It was Ice-T
and it's y'all.
Yeah.
Ice-T said what?
No, Ice-T was the one that said what he said. I talk about. He said any of you. He said rappers or wannabe gangsters, like what you said. And when you come to LA, that's not something to play, because obviously Ice-T is not someone to be played with. But he's not in.
He's one of the original.
But didn't somebody die when he said that though?
I forgot who.
I think somebody died around that time. Yeah, it was a little while back, but I feel like somebody had just died.
And he said that.
And then he said that.
You're right.
To make
was it Pop Smoke?
It might have been
Pop Smoke. Yeah, I think so.
That's the only artist that I can think that was big enough and who died in LA.
Because he came from the East Coast.
Yeah. He had an Airbnb
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up.
No, you gotta be careful in LA. You know what I mean? And I think that's one thing that I think that's part of LA too, is that, you know, people come out here thinking that it's like the beach and palm trees and it's so Hollywood, but you really gotta watch your back and be careful out here. And if you're gonna be in LA driving around with chains on trying to be hard, shit, niggas can drive from South Central to the Hollywood Hills, obviously, have we seen? So it's like you gotta be careful when you come out here. You gotta check in with people or something. Like, you can't just come here and just be flashy like that.
Right, and it's really dirty out here. Nobody want to be out here. We got too many we got y'all homeless people. Like, my mom told me that, no, for real, my mom told me that, like, over there, they'll put homeless people on they'll give them a bus
a one-way
and send them out here.
They'll send a one-way ticket. And then even out here, I know that they're going to start sending people over there on Skid Row, even though they can't get rid of that, but they're gonna they send them to Lancaster, Victorville, Lake LA, all out there, and then just drop them off, and then boom. But it's like you said, I mean, even me growing up, I grew up for the first 10 years in LA, over by the Crenshaw Mall, King Crenshaw. My grandma, it's okay. I don't live there no more. But yeah, but going from there to where I live now. It's not just a like you said, casual. I'm gonna just walk down the street and then everything's fine. Not saying that every neighborhood in LA is.
No, it's not like that.
It's not everywhere. But you can't be stupid though. You can't be.
You just gotta be careful. Watch your back, and you can't be like. My whole thing is I always tell people like, don't like if you're not from from LA and you come to LA on some vacation, like sightseeing type shit. Don't be flashy. Like, niggas come out here. They rent a really nice car, and they want to flash their jewelry and their money, go shopping at the Grove or wherever the fuck.
Where everybody be at.
Yeah, and it's like, you can't be flashy on LA because people will test you, you know what I mean? And you want to be flashy and this and that and act like you, and you got your little entourage with you. And the thing that kills me about these rappers today is how they be trying to act like, I don't need security, I'm good in my hood, or I'm good here, I'm good here. How has that worked for anybody?
You're either 6 feet under.
How has that worked for anyone? Having that type of mentality.
Right.
That's why I wear FUBU and Shaqs.
Yeah. And you want to hop on the security, all this money that these artists make, and you can't pay for fucking security?
Yes, it's like, or at least it's a lot of security places out here that I know that they can like rent security to walk around with them. Like, it don't have to be.
Security is not expensive.
It's really not. Like, especially not out
It's
here.
really not expensive. If you can spend $50K on a watch or a T-shirt, you can spend $50K to make sure you and your boys is good for the weekend.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
And it's unfortunate too, because I think somebody had tweeted that spot right there always gets shot up. Where they got shot at.
I wonder where they were at exactly, because I don't even know the location of where they were at.
I think it showed in the.
It showed it.
It showed the light.
It was off Beverly and I think it was near Beverly Hills.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
But somebody had said, it always gets shot up right there. But you know, like I said, she should have checked in. I really don't even know all the politics of out here, but I know it's politics out here.
Oh, for sure.
Be careful.
If you're not from LA and you
can't casually just walk through and think that, like you said, I'm not gonna just walk through or walk down chained up or wearing certain colors or wearing certain hats and just think that, oh, this is just me walking down the casual neighborhood. Oh, hey.
And it's crazy because they always be clowning like Lil Durk or whatever, saying like, you know, when he be out somewhere he always look lost, but no, he be looking around, he be paying attention, because I think he was in LA when they had him and Lil Baby was in the Lambo, and he was like looking around and shit like that, and then people was like, oh, he always looked lost.
But that was a set, right? So wasn't it like entourage of people and like a
but still though, no, they was out shopping or something. I'm pretty sure they was in Beverly Hills too.
Like no security?
No, it was him and Lil Baby just in a Lamborghini. I mean, it probably was security nearby.
I'm saying, because that's both. I feel like an artist of that magnitude, and I was thinking about this recently, like, damn, when you're that big on their level, you can't just drive you always see these artists, they buy each other cars.
Yeah.
When do these niggas actually, like, just drive around?
They
don't. They always be, like, in one of them little Sprinter vans, or they be,
so
they gonna drive.
But you know what, though? Black China used to go in was that technically North Hollywood? But like up the street from like Universal, she used to always get her nails done. And remember at the time, well, y'all probably don't remember the time frame, obviously, but at the time she had this pink Jeep that it was popular like on Instagram. Nobody had that pink Jeep. Blac Chyna had that pink Jeep.
Remember that.
So I used to always know when she would get her nails done because it would be that pink Jeep right there. So it's possible that they do stuff like that, but maybe more locally. You know, like in there where, because I think she had lived up the hill. When she was getting her nails done back then. I can't even remember what year this was, like 2016, 13, like around the time we graduated.
I think she was still around.
Yeah, so she still had that. She had that pink Jeep, and I would know every time she would get her nails done. So, but she lived up the hill, so.
No, I get that.
You can't move like that in LA though. Like, I wouldn't feel comfortable. And even me as like just a regular civilian,
right.
like when I be out, I'll be kind of like,
Oh no, well,
I'm always aware of my surroundings. You always want to be like that.
You know all your exits.
Know all your exits.
All my exits.
As soon as you hear niggas arguing, trying to go.
But not
exit number one.
But not even that. But you see what we've seen in the news. It's not even. It's not even.
Everybody's snatching and grabbing.
It's not us that's shooting people. It's some of these white people just be going into random places, malls, churches. So that's just the thing about.
I be thinking about like that shit be giving me anxiety sometimes, bro. Like sometimes I'll be out at the mall or I just be
don't
out, and I hate to have dark thoughts like this, but sometimes I'm like, what if someone just shoot this bitch up?
No,
I be thinking thoughts because it's been embedded in the media that people just shoot up random spots. Like random places. Now.
You would never think a church or a supermarket would ever get
Right.
but now and a mall. So now it's like a movie theater. So now you like, where is it to go?
But these random
it seemed like it happened like right after COVID. Like a lot of people was like losing their minds a little bit. Like even like people how like Popeyes got shot up because
arguing.
They didn't want an extra barbecue sauce or something like that. Like that's been happening.
The rest of your life in jail over an extra barbecue packet.
Yeah, it's happening. I'm telling you.
Quick sidebar about that. Remember when Popeyes that spicy chicken sandwich?
Dude, people died off of that.
People got stabbed because they said you cut in line, cut in front of me. So now I'm gonna stab you over a sandwich that's still out right now.
Over a piece of processed
steak ass.
So people are dying for the barbecue because they didn't get extra barbecue.
That's sad, bro. Like,
yes, they are.
Hey, look, Popeyes is
Popeyes is black.
Not us all pause and let him talk about Popeyes.
I ain't about to fuck somebody. I ain't about to kill someone over a sandwich. Shit.
Well,
They've been doing that.
Wasn't the Migos like? Wasn't they saying, "Oh yeah, I got a few others y'all sell for like 12,000"? I said.
Yeah, people was buying.
It's never that serious.
I said, yeah, you want the sandwich?
Because even when I first, because finally after the hype started to kind of die down and the lines weren't as long, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it now.
Ain't nothing.
And I was like, I took my first bite, like, this is it. This is what niggas got shot and killed and stabbed and.
But that's
but
that's Black Twitter for you because someone said, "Ooh,
they
this
hyped that
chicken sandwich is good." Ooh, now you got people.
That chicken sandwich was a perfect example of how the internet can hype anything up.
Exactly.
Because it was the internet
I'm
that
glad
hyped
you
up
said
that
it
sandwich.
did. It did. And I honestly, I got the second wave of it because you know how everything like they had them and then they sold out and then they brought them back. I had the second wave. That shit was nasty.
I had the second wave. It was whatever.
Even though I'm vegan now, but.